Something is definitely going on because there has been so much Animal Crossing news announced this week. Like I usually do, I'm going to be giving you all a roundup of all of the Animal Crossing news that we've just gotten. There are some really fun new reveals that I've got for you within this video, so leave a like if you're ready and let's get into this. Literally just announced this morning, Animal Crossing will be collaborating with Crocs, which is a really fun new collaboration and one of the many collaborations within this video actually, which I know a lot of people are going to be very happy about. Now, you can see what they look like here on screen. They're really cute. I like them a lot. I could see myself kind of wearing these around the garden. I'm not sure if I would be wearing these out, but who knows? They are pretty stylish, I can't lie. I really love some of the little icons that you've got on there. I just think they look really great. Here is another look at them as well, with even more of those little sort of things that you can, I think, customize onto them. I'm not entirely sure, but it certainly looks like you can do that. I'm not a Crocs expert if you can't tell. Alongside this, they'll also be releasing some of their gibbets lines, which are some of these really cute little charms. And you can see here, there are some for characters that we literally never get merchandise of. For example, we always get merch of the Able sister Mabel, but we never get any for Sable or Label, whatever you want to call her. So this is kind of the first time we've gotten merchandise of all three sisters at once, which is really great. I love that they're doing that and adding some of the characters that are a bit underrepresented when it comes to Animal Crossing merch. There's of course one of Celeste, which I know a lot of people are going to be very, very happy about. So yeah, definitely some absolutely fantastic new merch for Animal Crossing fans to get their hands on. I'm excited about it. That is not the only major Animal Crossing collab that has just been announced. Yesterday they confirmed that Animal Crossing will be collaborating with Rement, which is known for creating miniatures and these blind boxes which have become ever so popular lately. Now, if you've been wanting to collect cute little Animal Crossing rooms, you'll be able to do so from November. That's when these become available, although a lot of sites currently have them on pre-order. I do believe that currently these are only available in Japan. However, this sort of merchandise in terms of blind boxes finds its way into many different stores across the world. For example, I have seen similar merch to this in Pop Mart here in the UK. I don't know what the equivalent is in the United States, but I'm sure there is one. And tons of sites that sell merchandise from Japan and ship it directly to you, I'm sure will be selling these as well. So keep your eye out. Don't worry about this being just in Japan at the moment, because there should be other ways to get it, which is really cool. So yeah, as we can see, these are all the different blind boxes. First of all, we have Timmy and Tommy in Nook's Cranny, which is really cute. Of course, it is kind of sized down for the little miniature, which I really like. Kind of reminds me of Animal Crossing Lego in a sense, how they had to work with the scale there. Next, we have Isabelle in Resident Services. You've also got the little ABD machine, the Nook Stop, which is really cute. I love that. Moving on, we have Brewster, an ever-popular fan favorite. Who doesn't love Brewster? He is the absolute best. Next, we have Marshall in his room, a very popular Animal Crossing character, so I'm not surprised that they decided to merchandise of him. Although I will say he was more popular during the New Leaf era, so I'm kind of surprised it wasn't Raymond or something like that. Next, we have Bob, our boy. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that we're getting Bob merch. The channel mascot is getting some new official merch, which, believe it or not, despite Bob's popularity, is incredibly rare. There is so little official Bob merch. There's no plushie of him. There's like some old merch from the GameCube game and the Wild World era, I think. It's a long, long time ago since we got any proper Bob merch. So this is incredibly exciting. I love the fact that we're getting new Bob merch. I think that is so good. Next, we have one of Whitney. Again, another fan favorite character. She was in the Animal Crossing movie, so I'm really not surprised at all that they've decided to do one of her. I know some people have questioned why they haven't done any of the more kind of less popular, ugly characters, but given the fact the line is just starting, I'm really not surprised that they've decided to go with the most popular characters from the franchise. After all, they do want it to sell, so if they do one of like Hippo or Chops or something, it might not be quite as popular, you know? I know a lot of blind boxes tend to have one or two characters that no one wants to get, but it seems like they haven't gone that route this time around with Animal Crossing, which I think is really good. So yeah, it'll be available in November. I believe there are options to just buy the whole box and then, you know, basically get everything, I'm pretty sure. But I'm guessing in stores you should have the option to buy them sort of individually, which is definitely cool. So yeah, this is a really, really great collab. And I just find it so interesting that Animal Crossing is seeing these major new collaborations at the moment. It's definitely very odd timing. And also, it's even more interesting when you consider that a lot of this isn't even specifically New Horizons branded, it's just Animal Crossing branded, which I find really cool. It definitely does make you think a little bit more about those Animal Crossing rumors for Switch 2. It feels like they're gearing up to that with a lot of new Animal Crossing merch, so let's see. Animal Crossing and Bandai will also be teaming up once again to give us these Animal Crossing New Horizons snow globes, and they are bringing them back this year. Now, I believe these were previously available way back in 2022, but they pretty much sold out really quickly and people were unable to get them for the longest time, so it looks like they are finally coming back. I'm not exactly sure when these will be available. I couldn't find a specific date. I don't know if that is just now that they're available. But yes, another collaboration that's happening. Technically not a new one this time around, but it is just so strange that all of this Animal Crossing stuff is coming out around the same time. I just find that so interesting that it's all kind of dropping at once. I mean, a lot of it is in Japan, like these snow globes I believe are just in Japan, although again, you might be able to use certain websites to find them globally. But still, the fact that it is all just appearing like this is really odd timing. But yeah, I think these are all really cute. I'm definitely going to try and get my hands on some of these. They look like a lot of fun, honestly. Now, in what some might consider less positive news, a former Nintendo marketing manager gave their thoughts on the latest Animal Crossing rumors for Nintendo Switch 2, and sort of put some cold water on it by saying they don't expect to see a new game anytime soon, as Nintendo generally focuses on the hardcore fans for the console's early years, and that sort of later on, a few years down the line, they'll focus more on the casual players who would pick up a game like Animal Crossing. Kit Ellis, the former marketing lead, definitely has a lot of insight into this. Obviously, he worked at Nintendo for a long time. However, I do think it is worth noting that it has been 3 years since he last worked at Nintendo, and it does seem like their strategies have changed. With the massive success of Animal Crossing New Horizons becoming the best-selling Animal Crossing game, the second best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch, and the best-selling game of all time in Japan, I think it's safe to say that they won't really approach it the same way they did with Animal Crossing New Horizons. After all, they had no idea that New Horizons would be nearly as successful as it was, so their marketing strategies for it were definitely going to be different at that point. I think it's fairly safe to say as well that Animal Crossing players would be considered more hardcore now, when there's so many of us who say we will buy the new console if they release a new game, so I can't imagine Nintendo not wanting to tap into that market sooner rather than later. If it does release in 2026, and who knows, it could even be late 2026, that is still a year after the launch of the new console anyways, so they can still focus on hardcore players for this very first year, and then do something for Animal Crossing players in the second year that would attract more casual players too. So I'm really interested in seeing what will actually happen, but I feel pretty positive that we'll see something for Animal Crossing sooner rather than later. So yes, that's all of the Animal Crossing news I've got for you right now. There's definitely been some really fun reveals within this video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang down below. If you enjoyed, leave a like on the video and subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more.